So before we start, I want to say something, Mr. IT, bro. All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Bump be irrational. Give them what they asked for. Boom, boom, boom. It's not enough. Episode 23. Episode 23. Yo, attention to detail. What's the deal, family? It's your boy Cam. It's your boy IT. Jude doesn't like us anymore. Say, hey, we'll see him when we see him. Nah, I'm playing. He's actually working, I believe. So, hey, look, bro. Man's got to do what a man's got to do.
The podcast. That's how we fund the podcast. He's working. You feel me?
We got to do it. You know what I'm saying? He and Lil Rock selling. Never mind.
He's on the new season of BMF replacing Meech.
Hey, for real though, man. Look, blessings. I'm happy to be here, bro. The last time we were together, we went to go see Sinners. We had an excellent fucking time. We saw it IMAX the first day. Salute to IMAX. Salute to Ryan making that Kodak video that made us go see IMAX. If not for that, I probably wouldn't have done it. I drove an hour to find an IMAX fucking
Ryan,
theater.
I think that was the first time I've ever seen a movie in IMAX.
I've never paid money for IMAX.
I've never ever, and I didn't know what the difference was until I watched that video of Ryan. Shout out to him. More directors, filmmakers should do stuff like that, you know.
Bro, let us know why certain things are important about your film, bro. Because a casual person don't give a damn about IMAX unless it's a superhero.
And you want to know what's crazy? Like, imagine if the Russo brothers told us go see Infinity War or Endgame in IMAX. I don't know if they use IMAX cameras or anything. They probably didn't, but like, just imagine if they did a video. Like, come on, bro. I don't want to.
I know. Chris Nolan shoots in IMAX almost exclusively now. I'm pretty sure.
James Cameron, I think his name.
James Cameron.
I'm pretty sure he does Avatar.
I'm pretty sure those are. Yeah. I think like the higher budget movies are mostly IMAX, especially like the Avengers movies. I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah. I think this is the first time a practical movie. Well, Creed 3 was actually shot with IMAX cameras too, which is crazy.
I wish I would have gone. I remember because when Michael was directing.
I remember that.
I wish I seen
But this
that
is the first time I actually remember something that was so grounded. Even though they had vampires, the movie itself was grounded, and you know.
I don't want a girl to ever tell me movies not a date paying IMAX prices. By the way, Woo! That's like $60. That's a date.
That's why Ryan. It's funny because when Ryan was so considerate in his video, he was like, "Well, you know, I would prefer like if you can go see IMAX, but if you can afford it in this economy." I'm like, hey, nigga, bro, what are we buying? A car?
You're like, I know terrorists. Trump and expensive. But if you can go see it in IMAX, I appreciate it.
And I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when I saw the price, I said, "Oh, I know why he positioned it that way." You want to get straight to the craziness,
bro? Hey, Jude has sent something to the chat off of Joe Buden's podcast, bro.
Yeah,
they having a conversation with Ish. This is like I never knew Ish.
Good brother Ish, man. He's hilarious.
I guess I don't really know. I mean, I've seen Ish, but I don't really know him like that. And I'm hearing in the video they talk about we know you pro-black and all this shit. And the comments he's saying, I'm like, he's not pro-black. He can't be. And then all the stuff they try telling me about him, I'm like, okay, I get it. It makes sense. So basically, Ish had comments about Sinners. And this is like my favorite thing in the world. When someone criticizes something but can't even give valid reasons or go into explicit detail why their criticism, why they don't like, why they feel that way. So basically he said Sinners is overrated. He feels like a bunch of people heard the symbolism about Sinners and just took that and ran with it and then hyped up the movie, overhyped it, you feel me? Like they didn't go in there not hearing anything. They heard about the symbolism and then went in this movie. And he's basically saying they got brainwashed into liking this movie. That's basically where he's going at it. And then he's gonna go and say the acting was okay. He said he was talking about Michael B. Jordan's performance. He's talking about how he's using apostrophe S's in his sentences and stuff like that. Talking about slaves don't talk like that. First off, I don't know how Ish knows how slaves talk. He wasn't around when slaves were around, so even that's stupid. And can you even acknowledge that Stack and Smoke were in the city of Chicago around all these white folks? Of course, they talk more proper than a slave that was on the plantation and stuff like that. You feel me? Like, so I didn't think that was valid. It was just a bunch of nitpicking. He was just nitpicking a bunch of stuff. But that was basically the gist of it. So he said it was overrated. He gave no real details. So, floor is yours.
You know what? You know what? What I'll say is there's opinions in there.
Yeah.
Like the whole point saying they shouldn't speak the way they speak. That's an opinion. It's a valid opinion. But the way I look at that is like if you live anywhere for 7 years of your life, you're going to pick up
Yeah.
the mannerisms and the
Right.
slang. If you go live in Atlanta for 7 years, bro, you gonna look up by year 3, you gonna sound like them. But here's the other thing: they not only was it that part for Smoking Stack. If they were working for the mob, the running theory is that Stack was working for the Italian mob, Smoke was working for the Irish mob. Now this is not confirmed. This is the fan theory.
Yeah.
They both were working for different parts of the mob. They were not together as twins while doing business,
Yeah.
and were tricking Chicago into thinking there was only one of them. And one of them robbed the Irish, one of them robbed the Italian, and then let the Irish and Italian start beefing, and the twins left and came back home.
Yeah.
Bro, first of all,
Very
Ryan,
great theory. Hey.
I need that movie, bro.
We need the prequel.
I need that
We
movie.
need the prequel.
But to pull that kind of shit off, bro,
Yeah.
they not about to have you around them talking about lumpy and buckwheat, bro. You gotta straighten your shit up.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And you said they was in Chicago for 7 years. Like obviously they're learning the game. They didn't just go to Chicago and come still take the money and all whatever they took and come straight back home. Like they didn't do that. They spent 7 years.
Also they were World War I veterans.
Wait, both of them? I thought it was just Smoke. Stack was too?
I don't think they were ever apart.
Okay, well that makes sense. Yeah.
Now Stack because the fact that Smoke says I kept him safe all around the world.
It could make sense, especially I can't see Smoke not having somebody rolling cigarettes up too. You feel me?
As irresponsible as Stack is, bro, I can't see him surviving.
Yeah, without Smoke.
Stack without Smoke would have got lynched.
You see, he got bit without Smoke.
No, I'm telling you, bro, Stack would have gotten lynched without Smoke.
So,
here's the thing, bro. If people don't like the movie, that's fine. But I'm gonna tell you, there's a very common trend on the type of people that don't like the movie. I'm not going to say the specific trend on who don't like the movie, but it's the men that date a certain type of people.
Facts.
I'm just gonna say that. I'm noticing a trend.
I just think
black men that date a certain side.
Yeah, it just like you said. I don't mind if someone tells me they don't like the movie and give me valid reasoning. Like I've talked to some people and they gave me valid reasoning, and I understand that. You know, a lot of people, some of it was religious things. Even though I kind of fought back on it and said, you know, like this is talking about symbolism and everything. But him specifically, it just feels like he's trying to go against the grain. Like everybody doesn't like it, so I'm gonna go against it. He couldn't even give it an F. He couldn't even say this movie sucks. He had to say a B-, a C+, whatever, and had to nitpick. Like, you feel me? Give me a valid reason why you don't like this movie.
Some people say they don't like the score.
The score is
phenomenal. I disagree. The score is phenomenal. Some people say they don't like the story of how.
That's another thing he said the story was meh. I quote.
I mean, some people. Yeah, that's how he talks. I swear to God. I swear to bro. He said the same thing about Euphoria.
Elaborate. The show? Or the song?
No. Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria.
Elaborate.
He was sitting there like this the whole time.
The lyric, Elaborate, bro. Tell me.
It's like
what is about
tell
it?
me. Exactly. So there's some people that be like, well, we don't like the fact that it's a trope on the white people being the devils and white people being the evil ones and shit like that. And I'm like, you know what? Hey, bro. It was the 1930s. What the fuck else is supposed to be?
This is what I'm saying. Like, were there not slaves? Were white people not owning slaves? Like that back in the day, it's not like they did it today. Like it was today's time. Back then, that's
also,
what it was.
Bro. Also, here's the other thing, bro. Remick being a vampire was way deeper than him being white or Irish or anything, bro. It was about he was oppressed himself.
Because wasn't he what?
He can't. He's Irish, but he can't. Bro, honestly, what people really ain't really talking about, it ain't black or white. It's talking about how Christianity and Catholic was forced onto us by oppressors.
Yeah.
That's the real basics of this movie if you really break that shit down. Because
like how his dad was forcing it on Sammy, would you say?
No, not even that too. But even with Delta Slim,
Yeah.
the blues was brought from home. It wasn't forced on us like that religion. Okay, now let's go to the end. Remick had a regular Americanized accent most of the movie. Sammy starts saying the Lord's Prayer, Our Father who art in heaven,
Yeah.
and then Remick's Irish accent came out as thick as it could possibly be. And he said, I learned these words from the men that took my father's land and oppressed us.
I have to go see this movie like 2 more times. I've just been busy. Just the fact that you're
And I'm not,
picked up.
and
on
I'm not even saying it's an anti-religious movie. It's just showing you how people of that era and people of this era also think. Like, hey, specific religions were created to oppress, and that's really that. I mean, there's racism too when the Klan came back to try to kill Smoke and all them, right?
But I think that's
Remick
like the most like basic thing you could take from. Like, I think anybody that's what they take from it. I think they just, you know, I don't know. I think they're just looking at the surface level of the. I don't know. They're not. You know.
We could point out how Ryan showed every type of ethnic group. We showed how the natives are not to be fucked with. The natives had Remick running for his life.
On the run.
He was begging for his life.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about how the Asian community were allies until shit got bracking. Until it got going, then that's when they said, "Oh, let's get out of here."
Fuck out of here. Yep.
When we giving you money, y'all here. Because the question is, if they was in our communities, where were they when we were fighting Jim Crow, when we were fighting civil rights? Where were they at? They were not our allies. And again, I'm not shunning anybody. I'm talking about the movie itself. It's showing that as soon as shit got real, they broke. The reason why Remick attacked Grace instead of anybody else, because Remick let Stack try to get the smoke. That shit didn't work. It almost worked, but it didn't. Remick himself, you could have went after Annie. You could have went after Slim. You could have went after anybody else, but you went through you went through Grace because you knew she was the weak link in the group.
Yep.
You knew she wasn't standing for a people like everybody else was like, hey, this is our community. We not folding to you. Like what Slim call him Peckerwoods? I'm not folding to you. That's why he attacked Grace, bro. It's so much in that movie, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, I'm not saying everybody gotta like it, but if you can't even understand what's going on, that says more about you than it does about the movie itself.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't know, just the criticism. To criticize the acting, that's another thing that shows me that you went into this movie not.
Keep going. I'm just changing my microphone over. Just keep going.
That just showed me he went into this movie not wanting to like it, trying to find something to not like. So, hey.
How I sound?
What can you do? Sounds great.
Okay, cool. I had to switch it over. My shit's dying.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my other thing is this, bro. If one of your complaints is that y'all gassed it, does that mean you went into it looking to be a hater or a critic?
Yeah.
Because when I go into movies, bro, I don't go like, yes, I went into this movie like, damn, bro, it must be great if they gave it this great of a score. But I'm not about to sit here and be like, those shoes don't match.
Yeah.
I don't like I'm not gonna hate on the movie, bro. When I went to go see that movie, it was an experience. I went in IMAX. This nigga probably watched it on the plane on the tablet or something.
Yeah, bro. He probably went on this website, bro. That's another thing. If you didn't watch this movie in the theaters, you have no say so. You cannot criticize this movie. You can't say anything. Can't say nothing.
Bro.
Like, to all you people. I just want that to be known.
You can't tell me things about this movie. You can't tell me anything about the I'm not saying you got to be like an expert on shit, but if you didn't experience this movie in a way that it meant to be experienced in IMAX, bro, it's hard to really respect your opinion. Now, I don't know if he did or not, but he don't seem like a guy that's going to spend that much money on the movie ticket.
You want to know another thing that people are criticizing? The love stories. Basically, they were criticizing Stack and Mary's.
Like what?
Like, I just seen some people, like, I've seen tweets where people were saying, I didn't really care for them. and post a picture of Mary and Stack, and I'm like, they have probably the most heartfelt moment in the movie. One of them, at least, like when he's telling her he loves her, and you feel me, he the reason he pushed her away is because he wants her to be safe, and it's not with him. Like, just I don't know. And then I've seen people criticize Annie and talking about they should have got a different woman to portray her or something. Just like a bunch of dumb shit. You feel me? That I hate that. That's the one I hate the most.
Hey, look, check this out. This is where I was hitting that earlier, and I didn't want to step on it. Listen, bro, I'm gonna just call it what it is. Ish, Stevie Knight, and Maul, and these people on look, man. The black men who like white women don't like the idea of the white woman being the cause of the shit.
Yeah.
Right? That's one, and they don't like the black woman being the hero. Like, for instance, I don't know if you know who Stevie Knight is, but he's a YouTuber, and he said, in quote, "Y'all weaponized the pretty little white girl and made the fat big black woman the hero." And he's black from Georgia. He's from Georgia.
He loves white women.
His wife is white, and it is what it is. I'm like, hey, so it's like, I'm not even saying there's nothing wrong with having. There's nothing wrong with having whatever wife you have, but your viewpoint on that subject is irrelevant to me if you're speaking from this perspective and you think something's wrong with Annie being the fucking hero. Annie is a character that's designed after the women that was in Clarksdale, Mississippi in 1932. Mm-hmm. And she's dark. Okay, she's a full built woman. What's wrong with that? What's the problem? Who y'all want to play? Who y'all want to play Annie? Huh? Zendaya? Y'all want Tessa Thompson to play Annie?
That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. Like,
fuck out of here, bro. Like, Wumi Masaku. If I said her name wrong, I'm sorry. Wumi Masaku was fucking incredible in that movie. Amazing. I wouldn't trade her out for nobody.
Amazing. I think the whole cast was perfect. To be honest, like, the whole cast was perfect. I think it was.
Bro, and stop this Jonathan Majors shit, bro.
I don't see what role Jonathan Majors. He probably could have played Delta Slim, but even that, like, why the fuck would you want him over?
He ain't old enough.
Yeah, I mean, who could he have played? Like, I really don't know.
Like,
he could have played Cornbread, I guess. He's not funny enough.
That's all he could have played. They're like, he could have played one of the twins. No, he couldn't have. No.
Even Michael B. Jordan with his Creed body can't, like, measure to Jonathan Majors. Like, this is what I'm.
Well, they didn't have to be identical twins. Yes, they did. They're like, well, it wasn't that important to the story. Do you know why they had to be identical twins?
The whole robbing the mob shit, that wouldn't have been able to happen without them being identical twins. You don't get the line, are you guys twins? Nah, we're cousins. You don't get that type of shit.
Bro, the reason why they have to be twins is because when Ryan Coogler woke up with the fucking idea, they were twins.
Exactly.
Ryan Coogler wanted twins to honor his twin aunts who were identical, and he wanted to honor the fact that every hood has a set of famous twins. Yep. Everybody is connected to some type of twins where they just in your neighborhood and they known for something. And most of them be bad.
Exactly.
Getting into trouble. Fuck, man, bro. So y'all, hey, I feel like people are nitpicking. I feel like people are also looking to hate on the movie because it's popular.
No, that's the only thing. That's the only criticism I've ever heard of this movie is all nitpicky. I haven't heard any valid criticism. Even the people that are like feels like it's demonic. That's like the later part of the movie. Like, you know, like there is a good chunk of this movie that doesn't even have
that. Where a lot of people look at hoodoo as demonic, though. And then the movie was hoodoo practices all the way through. That's what Annie was doing through the whole movie. I get that. So if your issue with the movie is spiritual, bro, I have no issue with it because some people's spirit is intact different than everybody else's. But when you saying y'all gassed it and I don't get it or surface level shit, bro. If you're a surface thinker, this movie, I mean, it is for you because you can go and have a good time because the movie was entertaining all the way through.
Good acting.
But there's a lot of things that you're going to miss if you're surface level. Like, there's a lot of things that they set up. Like, for for instance, right? How about this? The part where they pick up Sammy from the church, Smoke and Stack, right?
Yeah.
And Smoke asks him, "You all right? How your father treating you? He putting his hands on you?" And then later, when Smoke is gone and it's just Stack and Sammy, Sammy's like, "Well, what happened to y'all pops? Y'all kill him? Nah, Smoke did. He beat me unconscious, and then when I woke up, Smoke buried him." That, bro, if you put them clips together, that's Smoke making sure his cousin ain't getting abused. Cause nigga, I will do him in too. I will smoke your pops too if he messing with you. Bro, there's levels to this shit, bro. Like the fact that Smoke did not believe in hoodoo, but he didn't take his mojo bag off because it connected him to Annie. Yep. Bro. I can't have conversations with surface level people when it comes to this.
Personally, I really like him and Annie. Like, I think that might be my favorite couple of all of them. And whether you find I forget the actress's name, whether you find her attractive or not.
Yeah.
The fact, like, I think we had this conversation. I think, you feel me, love is love. Like, I think it's more than just physical attraction. Like, it's...
You just had that today.
Yeah, literally. Like, if that's what you're coming from, like, you like, oh, no, she doesn't look good. She's not... You know, that's what you look at, then I don't know. You're not going to get far with love, because love is supposed to be more than that. You feel me? This woman is like his rock. Like, you feel me? I don't know. That's like his best friend. She made him promise that he would kill her so she doesn't turn into one of them, and he actually did it for her. And I know it hurt his soul to do that. Like, you know, I don't know. I love their dynamic.
Here's the other thing about Wumi Masaku. I'm gonna be straightforward with it, bro. You ain't supposed to be made up in 1930. Yeah. We not gonna do your hair. We not gonna put makeup on you. We not gonna, bro. It's 1932. The whole point. This is also the character point too. They wanted to have a distinct contrast between Annie and Mary. They wanted them to be polar opposites. Smoke and Stack are polar opposites as well. As close as they are, they're not the same at all. Annie and Mary are not the same at all. If we look at this woman, because I've watched the press tour, Wumi Masaku is a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
Like when she got her hair done and she got her dress on and she doing her thing.
Like, I've had somebody tell me, like, they're like, would you date her? I'm like, I don't know her, and I'm not about to just say that. Like, she's not unattractive. Like, that's what I'm saying. I just don't understand. Like, to be honest,
bruh.
You know, like,
that final scene,
y'all want her to
she was holding the baby.
That was beautiful scene. Beautiful scene.
Like, come on, man.
Y'all want them to cast Megan Thee Stallion or something? Like, what did y'all want? I don't understand. Megan Good?
I don't know what the fuck they want.
You want?
And then they was complaining about Haley. They were like, well, they actually cast a white woman. They should have cast a mixed black woman that can pass as white.
Change the character. The whole point of the character is what? To have like 15% black in her or some
She's
shit?
not
like,
supposed to look... Exactly. She's supposed to have a single drop. Yeah. So it applies to the rule of 1932.
Then you lose that whole plot element of, I'm just like, I'm white. You feel me? I can go out there, have this conversation with them and bring back some money. And they'll trust me. Like, what the fuck? Like, you guys are trying to destroy the whole movie by doing these recastings or whatever the fuck.
Hey, man.
Only recasting I can see is if Haley took what's her name, you know, old girl's spot, the one cheating on her husband.
Pearline?
Yeah, if she took if Halle Bailey took her spot, like that's.
Oh, Halle Bailey. Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were Steinfeld.
No,
I was like, for what?
That's what I'm saying. Halle. I'm at Halle. If she recasted for that, that's the only thing I could have possibly seen, possibly. But like even that, Halle, I don't want that. It was a great cast.
Halle would have killed that role, but I love me some Jamie Austin, my boy. I've been thinking about that one since I seen it, and
that's why you seen the movie 3 times, by the way.
I just walked out the theater, my boy. Bruh.
Yeah.
When she gets bit, bro, my heart breaks, bro. There's 3 moments that really break my heart.
Cheating on your
She had it
husband?
coming. But you know, she deserved it. But honestly, there's a theory that says she really wasn't married. She said that shit to scare him off.
Man, fuck out of here.
Women do that shit, bro.
Guess.
Women lie about like I never saw a ring.
Yeah, that's what she ain't shit. That's why.
Never saw.
I don't know.
Hey, bro. But when Annie died, like literally right now, I just watched it, bro. It broke my heart all over again. My heart breaks for Stack, bro.
Yeah. Last day,
bro,
because last day.
Because think about it. The moment when he pulled up on Sammy, that was 60 years after the point of that night.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you've been away from Smoke longer than you've been with him.
Yeah.
I know he's hurting.
And it's literally that's your twin, bro. Like you lost a piece of you. Like quite literally, you lost a piece of you because now you're a vampire.
What a fucking movie, man. There's things in here that I have, like notes that I just forgot. Let me see if I have anything that I really need to get to.
Yeah, I've only seen the movie once. Like I would love to give more, but it's just
I thought you went back and saw it.
I didn't get a chance. I was supposed to go that night, but I ended up having to go straight back home. I'm gonna go this weekend though, but I got a refresher on the beginning of the movie. Like I just went back and watched it.
So I'm about to get in my actor bag real quick because this ain't even about the story. It's about the acting. So a lot of veteran actors say when you're acting in a play, it feels like the music. It feels like tempo, pacing, boom, 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 5, 6, 7, 8, right? This movie felt like a play.
Yeah.
The pacing of it, it was just good. There was no dead zones. The actors had great fucking timing. Everybody delivered their lines perfectly. And when I listen to it, it sounds like it's like a musicality to it. It was just, bro, I learned so much from this movie as an actor, writer, and director, bro. I learned so much. Yeah. I learned so much, bro. And honestly, man, I don't know what award season holds. I'm happy we're going back to IMAX, bro. Like seeing them win, bro, and seeing Tom Cruise and Kevin Bacon post the movie.
Like that's beautiful,
bro. It makes me feel like I was in the damn movie, bro. I feel prideful, bro. And I think, like, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm not even trying to talk about Ish because he mixed, but maybe he don't see the world the way we do, and maybe he just don't feel that same connection to the movie that we do. Because when I watched that, when I watch that movie, bro, I think about dudes from like my grandpa, bro, and his generation. Even though they're older than my grandfather, but that's the type of world that he lived in. Yeah. So it's like you can't help but feel a connection to it.
And that's how I feel. Like, you know how like Black Panther, when that came out, like it was a moment for us as Black people, and you feel me, like watching, like let's say you watch a review of a white person, you know, giving a review on Black Panther or Sinners, like it's not gonna hit the same for them, so you're not really expecting them to feel how we feel. And that, you know, that's how I feel, like you say about Ish and just other people. I feel like, okay, like obviously I know the type of where you grew up and all, like I could see just based off of how you feel about the movie. And I'm not even saying like I don't know, I think a movie that's relatable to you, that you can relate to and stuff like that, different. I think it just hits different, and that's the beauty of cinema. That's the beauty of it. You feel me?
Right, because bro, there's some critically acclaimed movies, bro, that are great movies, but I'll never go back to it just because I don't have the connection to it that the people who are in the movie or the movie's about have to it. And it's not dissing the movie. I will never say the Brutalist or Anora or bad movies.
I was just about to say Anora. Like I watched it once. I'm not gonna go back and.
I watched it. It's a great movie. But I don't have the connection to that culturally as I have to Sinners. So it's gonna be certain things that I'm just not gonna pull from. You know, it's just stuff like this, little things, bro. It's like that. You know, it makes a difference.
So let's get our closing remarks on that. Get on to the next thing.
All right, so closing remarks on Sinners, bro. After this theater run is over, what I would say is once they come back, I think in October they should do a re-release through all theaters.
I agree.
Halloween season, boy.
Oh yeah, for sure. And
Halloween, it gives you a refresher
for Halloween,
and it gives you a refresher for award season, because that's when they start voting around October to January. That's when the award ballots start coming out.
When they come back in October?
That's what I'm saying. That's when they should come back. That's what I meant.
Okay. I agree.
Because in the fall they don't really put out great movies in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Until the holiday season, Christmas and Thanksgiving. That's when the movies come out. October, Ryan and Warner Brothers should be like, hey, get us a Halloween slot for that whole month.
Yep.
IMAX.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. The way I don't really know the numbers on this movie, but it's killing. That's one thing I know.
With the
selling out box.
The box office.
The box office. It's selling out IMAX theaters. Like
the last time I saw it, they made 160 or 180 against a 90 million budget, and it's probably like another 30 million that went into the budget for promotion. So
a couple $100 million for sure. Like that's a win.
By this weekend, they'll be over 200 million if they're not there already. I think they're going to have
400 million.
And then they're getting the extra week of IMAX in the middle of May. This movie is going to stay in the theaters past June, I believe it, because it's going to live.
I could see it getting like 500 million, maybe. I don't know.
Hey,
we'll see.
Thunderbolts is going to make money. Yeah. But the success of Sinners is actually going to eat into what they were supposed to do in their first week.
Yeah,
you see what they did to the accountant.
Mm-hmm.
We watched the accountant out.
I have to go watch it, but I heard good things about it.
The first one's incredible. The second one might be dope too. Mm-hmm. But they not getting the buzz that they thought they were going to get because they didn't know Sinners was going to be this damn big. I don't know how you couldn't.
I mean, shout out Ryan Coogler, bro. He did the work. So.
Last thing. I'm just very happy. This is the first time that Ryan has stood on his own 2 feet. No safety net of a comic book. No safety net of a franchise. No safety net of a true story. This was just him. He took the biggest risk of his career.
I think that's what makes
and he solidified himself as one of them ones. And Michael B. Jordan solidified himself as one of them ones. Yeah. That's why I'm proud.
I think this is both of their best work. Both of them. And that's just amazing. That's amazing.
Saying a lot. Some do like Maul was saying it's better than Panther. I disagree. I think this is better than Panther. No, he said Panther was better than this. I think this is better than Panther.
Yeah, facts. I agree.
I think so.
I agree.
What else we got, bro?
Let's get into Thunderbolts. We
just mentioned it. Yes.
Yep. We are gonna go see Thunderbolts this weekend. It's out. Yeah. It just came out today on. And I don't know if it was just IMAX. It came out today though. I wanted to go see it, but I'm
everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. I wanted to go see it, but I'm gonna wait to see it with my boys. We're gonna give our review on that. But when it first debuted, it was a 95 Rotten Tomato score. That's honestly amazing. And
now it's at 90, but that's still great because Marvel ain't been getting those.
And I just hope Marvel realizes why it's doing amazing. Great characters. Building sets, not just using green screen, and you feel me, seeing all of the behind the scenes of this movie, seeing what's her name, something Pugh, I forget her name,
Florence Pugh, I love
seeing her jumping off of a building like that, just
like Tom Cruise.
Yes, I feel like when a movie brings you into their world, how it was made, it hits different, like, you know, and I haven't seen the movie yet, but I just know the characters. I know it's like they're saying this is Marvel's Suicide Squad. I just know it's gonna be fantastic, you know. So I'm super excited to see it, and I hope Marvel takes notes from this, and you know, hope every movie going forward they just put in this type of effort for characters and story.
Hey.
Instead of the fan
I just want to say one thing, bro. This has the potential to be one of the most special summers for movies in a very long time. And when I say that, Sinners is going to be around through the summer. You got Thunderbolts, you got Jurassic World, and then you got Fantastic Four, and then you got Superman. Like, and it's a few more that's coming out in this. Like Lilo and Stitch is coming out this summer. Like they are. Mission Impossible is out in 2 weeks, bro. Like, and it's another movie that comes out May 23rd, and I forgot the name of it. I think Mission Impossible is the 16th, but there's something big that comes out on the 23rd, and I can't remember what it is. I think Jurassic is in July. Let me see if I can look up movies coming. 2025 May. Hell, The Weeknd has a movie coming out.
Oh yeah, I love that he's acting.
The Karate Kid is coming out. Final Destination is coming out.
I'm not seeing that, by the way.
Tony Todd's last movie.
He was in that.
Tony Todd's final movie. Yes, he's in it.
Todd, man.
I gotta go see it for Tony Todd, bro. I'm not gonna see that scary shit in IMAX. What I'm saying.
I'm not watching the movie.
This has a chance to be the summer that brings the movie theaters back. This is a make or break year for the theaters. If all of these movies hit, bro, it can revitalize a lot of things.
Yeah, I agree. And I honestly, you want to know one thing that I really love that movie theaters are doing now? You know the special popcorn box, you got one behind you. I really love that. I'm gonna start collecting those. I feel like that's what the theaters need to do. Start doing some special things, reward the people for coming to the theaters and all this, you know.
I saw Red Guardian bucket today.
Oh, I gotta buy that. I gotta buy that.
It looked fire. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's the only Thunderbolt one that they have.
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna get that one for sure.
They probably got more. I mean, who else got a helmet though in the Thunderbolts?
So yeah, you're right.
Taskmaster, I guess. But here's the thing about Thunderbolts. I jumped off. With Thunderbolts, bro. I'm excited for it because I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's in it. I don't know who they're fighting. I just know who's on the team.
Trailers?
I stayed away from it because I'm gonna tell you.
Smart.
I didn't have an expectations for this movie. When I was like, Thunderbolts, really? Really? You know what I'm saying? Because like
I love Bucky, bro. So
no, I love Bucky too. Yeah. But has Marvel done anything to make you trust that they'll make a good Thunderbolts movie? Exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, are they gonna let these dirty characters get dirty? Like I like Yelena. I like Alexi. I like Bucky. I like these characters. So it's like I just
like Marvel for this to be the fucking movie that you put in effort. Like it's funny. It's like the Guardians thing. That's what I'm kind of.
I think what it is, bro. I think sometimes when they know, the people ain't really gassed for this, so we can't fuck this up because we talked about it before. Sometimes the name of a franchise can sell tickets. We were talking about Superman. Superman could put out a C+, B- movie and still sell tickets. They might not max all the way out, but they gonna make a profit. Thunderbolts will make $5 if they don't make a good movie.
And I also think that is to its advantage because when it's a movie that doesn't really have all that hype or whatever, you feel me? The studios aren't butting their head in there and saying, no, as a director, this is what you have to do. We need you to do. You feel me? They're giving it to the director. Let him create his masterpiece. Let him create his vision and all that. And I love that. I think more studios need to start doing that. Sony, and let these let the directors cook, bro. Let them do what they do. I need more movies like this, bro.
What's funny is Sony makes really good movies. They just don't do Spider-Verse movies well, except for the cartoon. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They make good movies because these movies don't have like the pressure
connections.
But Spider-Man, they're like, oh no, like we need $1 billion. Like it has to make $1 billion. So what do people want? They want to see. They want to see this. They want to see these old characters. Like, no, nigga, I want a good movie. I want a good movie.
Get the people what they want.
Like, bruh. But man, hey, look, super hype, and
I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be good, man. I just let them be who they are. And also I like the idea that the Thunderbolts are forming because it's like, well, shit, there are no Avengers right now.
They said this is basically our Avengers, and I'm not even mad at it.
I like that there's a void of Avengers because, like I said in the Captain America, they addressed that we need to get the Avengers together. Yeah. Okay, that fucked up in the Captain America movie. Now it's like, oh wait, something's happening, and we didn't get the team together. Mm. We gotta do something. I just like that kind of stuff, bro. Yeah. So fire. So we can go see that this weekend. That'll be fire. I kind of skipped over the Ryan Coogler thing because I just want to say it really quick. We don't have to comment. We just gonna say it. So Ryan Coogler did an interview with the Breakfast Club where he was speaking about Chadwick Boseman, and he shot Chadwick Boseman the script of Wakanda Forever, which wasn't Wakanda Forever at the time, but basically he told him, hey, we're going to be going against Namor, and it's going to be deeply rooted in the Mayan Aztec culture, and we're going to go deep into this. This man didn't tell anybody. he just scheduled a trip with his family to Mexico so they can study the background, and he started training for the movie and studying their culture. And by this point, he was already sick. But he was fighting every day to his last day to get back. Actually, no, he never read the script. Ryan just explained to him where they were going. And he said, all right, cool. And he started preparing, man. Bro, God bless Chadwick Boseman and his family, bro. It's just...
To this day, I just wish I could see what the movie was with Chad in it, man.
I was driving listening to that interview and I had to stop, bro. I had to pull over. I was like, man, let me just breathe for a second.
I love Black Panther 2. Like, it's one of my favorite Marvel movies, but Chad, it would have been top 5, I feel like.
And then he said, Ryan, but when they were doing Sinners, he said, every time they had rough days, he would go to Michael and say, yo, what would Chadwick do in this situation? And I do think the spirit of Chadwick got him through that shit, bro. That performance was Chadwick-like.
For sure, phenomenal. So
we're moving on to Matt Reeves, right? Yes. Matt Reeves says the next Batman movie is inspired by Call Out My Name.
I fucking love that.
Hey, I don't know if y'all know, but that's one of my favorite weekend songs of all time.
That's a great song.
Call out my name. Bruh. Yo,
hey.
Who hurt Bruce Wayne?
We know Selena. I feel like Selena Kyle.
Yeah.
Her last name is Kyle, right?
I think so.
Kyle.
It ain't Powell.
Yeah, I said Kyle. It's Kyle. Yeah, I'm over here mixing up the but Selena Kyle.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has something to do with that, but we know Bruce, you feel me, he yearns for love after losing his parents and everything. So I don't know if it has anything to do with Selena, but she did leave the city. They did have a connection. I don't know.
Oh, she did. Yeah. That's right. She left.
Or if it's a play on, or if it's like the city is calling out Bruce's name. I don't know. Like, you feel me? They have a connection with Bruce now.
We had each other.
Yeah. So I don't know, but that.
I think maybe Batman left Gotham and had Dark Knight Rises where he was just missing
something. I don't really want him to do. I feel like well, maybe they could do it because he was Batman a lot. Maybe he's putting more into Bruce Wayne persona, which we really needed more of. So I don't know. That could kind of be it.
I don't know where that's going with that, bro. But I'm excited to hear about that. I'm just happy that they're making progress on this movie.
Yeah.
Maybe it ain't coming out to what 27.
27.
Yeah. That sucks. But hey,
as long as it's good,
I don't.
As long as it's good.
Because the first one was what 21. 22 maybe.
22? Yeah, probably 2022.
Well, it wasn't 23.
2022.
No chance of 23.
It was 2022.
Okay.
But I don't know. I love when a writer, director gets inspired by do you feel me? Something like just hearing that you got inspired by a song. That's dope.
Yeah.
And this is what inspired.
An incredible song.
Yeah, that's a really good song. And shout out Robert Pattinson, man. He's about to be in the Odyssey, Dune.
Oh, bro.
He's about to be in Dune 3. The Batman, like the movie that he just had that came out great.
Mickey 17.
Yeah, like man,
I think he has range in there too.
Yeah, he has range, bro. He has range.
Two things. You touched on two things just now. Dune, they're gonna have a double feature at the movie theater really soon, where they play both movies back to back. Fucking crazy.
Long-ass movies.
You'll be there all day. You better get your pillow.
They're gonna play Dune 1 and 2, and then 1 and 3.
It's gonna be no. Just gonna do 1 and 2 double feature.
Okay. Well,
but also
to see that because
bro, if they're doing it IMAX, let's go.
I'm down.
Can you imagine Dune on IMAX?
Our pillows on our blankets.
And another thing is that Chris Nolan is shooting the Odyssey right now, and I think Italy was their recent location. Whatever country they're on right now, they're going to 3 different countries.
I thought they were.
So basically,
is Avengers shooting out there too?
I forgot.
They're in the same area though.
Because I want to get right on this fact. Okay, it says Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey has just finished filming in Italy, wrapping 2 weeks ahead of schedule.
See, now that makes more sense. Okay, now I know for sure Tom Holland's in this fucking Avengers movie. That makes sense why it took them so long to start.
So it says, but also it says production is expected to continue either in Iceland or Scotland.
When is this supposed
But
to come out?
my God,
Next year,
I think next year.
You know, it's funny. This movie gonna come out after Doomsday, and it's gonna be the funniest shit because they actually gonna take time with the production. Doomsday gonna rush the fuck out of it. But yeah.
Yeah. Then he gotta do two press tours. Interesting. But it's just really crazy that. But who knows though? Because Odyssey has such a super cast, bro. Tom Holland might be like the 10th character. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
He might not even be like a main guy. Like, so he's not carrying either movie, I don't think. So because I mean, bro, you got Matt Damon, you got
role in both Spider-Man.
Yeah. So, but the fact, bro. Yeah. Do you know how unheard of it is to complete your schedule 2 weeks early?
That's fucking crazy, bro. And that just means
most dudes are getting into their
shout
deadline.
Out to the cast, shout out to production. Like everybody did their job.
Bro.
I don't know.
Also, it means Chris Nolan don't fuck around, bro. Mm-hmm. Because when Robert Downey Jr. was playing Robert, I forgot his character's name on Oppenheimer, but he killed Oppenheimer. Mm-hmm. But he was saying Nolan don't play. Yeah. Nolan's like, hey, you gonna do the work, do your lines, do your scenes, and we out of here. We moving on to the next one. We not about to play no games. We not improvising. We like every once in a while you can throw something in there, but we are.
I've been on a set once, man, and I would love a director like that because, bro, having to shoot fucking 1,000 times, that shit is annoying. You be in the cold and shit, like, no, let's get this over with.
Nolan don't play that shit, bro. So, Nolan is like, no. But sometimes if Nolan don't get what he want, he will drag you out there. Because Cillian Murphy said something like they were doing a bunch of takes, and they had like 30 takes, and he said, delete the first 30.
God damn.
Like, bro, but either way, man, he don't play, bro. Chris Nolan might be the most strict director, like in a good way though, because he's a genius. So in other news, man, we have lost a show, but we also gained a new show. We just found out this week that Papa's House, the show with Damon Wayans and Damon Wayans Jr. are getting canceled after one season. It's the two Damons, Essence Atkins, Totona Jackson, Marlon Wayans has been a guest star. Yeah, just a bunch of great talent, and most of the family is producers and writers and directors. Robert Townsend directed a lot of episodes, and Vivica Fox was a guest star. But my point is, bro, she played the judge on one episode. That shit was hilarious. Junior sued Senior because he sold Senior a record.
I seen the scene for that.
he sold him a record, and he was like, oh, $20. And then he found out that shit was worth a ton.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I don't like that he got canceled, bro, because I don't think they got a fair shot. Because I'm gonna say it this way: this isn't even about like me saying black shows don't get support. Fuck that. This is about something else. When they first came out, they split the series into 2 parts, right? The first part started in like September or October on Monday. Tell me why that's bad.
The first part starts September on Monday.
September or October, one of those months, and they came out Monday nights.
I don't know. Why is that bad?
What happens every Monday night during the fall?
Oh, football?
They're competing with the NFL for their first 9 episodes.
That's sick. Why would that say, airtime?
Well, Damon, why don't you have ratings? Motherfucker, we're going against the NFL. Bro, the best days for primetime network television is Wednesdays and Thursdays. Look at Abbott Elementary, look at Modern Family, look at all of these shows that like blew up and got really big. Wednesdays and Thursdays, especially for our generation. Put them on a Wednesday, bro. And then the next day they're on Paramount Plus. People don't be having Paramount like that. And then what happens is after that, after 9 episodes, you took a break. Took like a 2-month break. And then you just say, oh, we're back. But you don't restart the press tour. Damon tried. That's why he went on Shay Shay. That's why he went to Big Boy. He was trying to restart the buzz for it. And he did Shaq's podcast. But they got put in a terrible position, bro. Who's watching TV on Mondays? That's the first day of the week. Some people going out there getting a little drink just to get through the rest of the week. Yeah. So I think they got done wrong. Now, Did you watch the show?
I watched some of it. It was, it was a regular sitcom. Like I liked it. It was entertaining. Like I thought it would have a longer run than 9. It was only 9 episodes.
No, so they did 9 episodes. Did a break like 2 months, and then they put out the other 9, about 18.
Okay, 18. So like I thought it would get a more bigger fair shot. And
I feel like the Wayans should get benefit of the fucking doubt on the second season.
And I think it was a good concept. Like I liked it personally, and I think, like you said, putting it on Paramount Plus. Like who the fuck has Paramount Plus?
What I'll say is, bro, I watched every episode. Oh, Jason Pitts is on it.
I did see that he was in. So he looks the exact same.
He has not aged. Kobe Bill has not aged. No.
Shout out him.
He's a bro. Do you want to know how the last episode ended? Because I watched every episode. So Essence Atkins is Damon's like podcast partner, right? They worked at the radio station, but then they quit, started a podcast. But her ex-husband is Jason Pitts, former NFL player, Hall of Famer. He's literally playing Jason Pitts, bro.
That's what I
He's
said.
an asshole. He's selfish, bro.
I saw that and I'm like, is he the same character? Like, did they do?
Bro, I am so mad that they did not name him Jason Pitts. They probably can't because of rights, character rights. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all should have named him. But anyway, the point is, in the last episode, he pops in He pops in, and he wants to make it right with her. But this is the episode Papa wants to confess his feelings to her. Damn. So literally, Papa wrote a note. He got her flowers. He got her a limo. But when she came in, when she came in and said, "Well, I have something to tell you. I'm getting back with such and such," he throws the flowers in the card outside because she didn't see it. She invited the ex-husband there to pick her up. He grabs the flowers in the card and gives it to her like it was his gift.
He ain't
so they
shit.
go they go on a date. The next day she comes back. I know that wasn't him who gave me that stuff. It was too sincere, yada yada. And as they're having their moment, Damon's old fling pops up.
Oh, that's messy.
And she's a young tenderoni. She pull in and she's like, "I'm sorry, this and that." And then while they're talking, he said, "Hey, you had something you wanted to tell me?" "Oh, it can wait." And she left. Show's over.
Shows always do shit like that. So, you know that the little 90s sound? She probably was like,
"Yeah,
it's alright."
Yeah.
And just
Exactly.
Away.
And what sucks about it is that the show, like I said, I watched every show. It gradually got better. It got better each
I think
week.
that's every sitcom, though. You have to let it build up. Like
getting the chemistry together.
When you watch the first season of any sitcom, it's probably the worst season of everything. Family Matters, Fresh Prince, Martin, all these shows. Like you have to, like you see them get more comfortable with each other. They build the chemistry, like you're saying. So I don't know. And I was gonna be dramatic and be like, "Do you think sitcoms are dying?" But no, it's really like they were put in a fucked up situation. Monday Night Football,
the best.
Paramount Plus, half here, half there. Like I think the season break shit. I mean, a break within a season is terrible. I don't know why shows do that. Like if you're gonna take a week break, okay, cool. But taking a whole, that's unless you got something that you're building up for hype, then don't do it. Don't do it.
Sitcoms can still work if they're done correctly. Modern Family was a smash. Blackish was a smash. But both were ABC. Both were Wednesday shows. I think Wednesday or Thursday, maybe even Tuesday. But you got to do it right. Good network, middle of the week. Speaking of Martin, you brought Martin up, man. So we just announced that BET Plus or BET is doing a Martin spinoff. And the first thing I thought was we don't need a Martin reboot. But thank God it is not a Martin reboot. It's Varnell Hill. Remember Varnell? He was the talk show host. Tommy Davidson played him, and Martin went all the way out there to be on the show. That's who's getting the show. Varnell Hill.
Okay, I fuck with that.
And I like that idea because it's not recreating Martin. It's just creating a whole new show around Tommy Davidson, who is hilarious.
I love when shows do that because Girlfriends did that for The Game, and The Game became more popular than Girlfriends, being honest. I think I think so, bro. We can have a debate. I think The Game was bigger. Had a bad ending. It
depends on who you talk to, bro. Because there's people that still waiting for Girlfriends to give you closure. Still waiting. I mean, think about how big Blackish was, right?
Yeah.
There are people who look at Tracee Ellis Ross, and they think girlfriends first.
Well, for
as
sure,
big as Blackish was.
Yeah.
So it's
for sure.
It's tough.
I know it's tough. I'm just but yeah, I love when shows do. If they do a spinoff like that, that's the perfect way to do it. Opposed to like
you can't do a Martin. You can't bring Martin back without time.
Martin and fucking Tisha Campbell like in no time. Like shit like that. Do not do that. They're already old, past their prime.
But at the end of Martin, they did move to LA, so they will be in the show.
Okay.
Varna Hill's in LA. Martin and Gina moved to LA. So yes, that's fire.
Wait, so Tisha Campbell and Martin are good now? Like, I know they didn't like.
They good now. They made up a little. They made up a little while ago. Because honestly, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Once I don't want to be political with this shit, but once she got a divorce, that's when her and Martin really got on good terms. Which makes it look like she was married to Dwayne Martin.
Okay. I didn't even know they. Yeah, that was his best friend.
Will's friend. Yeah.
I didn't know they divorced. Damn. I don't be keeping up.
As soon as they got a divorce, her and Martin got on good terms. Okay, immediately.
That makes sense.
And the rumors.
I mean, I get it. You feel me? As a dude, you see your woman got chemistry with some nigga. And shit like
here's the thing. The rumors are he pressured her into putting sexual harassment shit on Martin. That's the rumor. If there's any truth to that, that's some hoe shit. That's crazy. Because that's why the show ended. If you go and watch season 5 of Martin, the last 7 episodes,
they weren't even
not in the same room.
They was on the phones and shit. Like Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, man, I'm very excited about that. Happy 1-year anniversary to Euphoria. By the time y'all see this, it'll probably be the 1-year anniversary of Meet the Grands and Not Like Us too. The day the world changed for the better. Don't tell no lie about me. I won't tell truth about you.
Yeah. And we're gonna talk about The Last of Us on this show as well. We're gonna get more into that and watch it weekly. I just want to say one thing about The Last of Us. I love when they do different shit than what the game did. I feel like The Last of Us, like this show, it had potential to do something different, and I wish they did choose that route, but I get why they didn't. I don't really want to spoil you until you really watch it, but
has Jeffrey Wright popped in yet?
He's gonna be in the next episode.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I felt like they had potential to do something different, and I'm not saying completely not do what they were supposed to do, but they could have delayed it and gave us more of, you feel me, what, I don't know. I think The Last of Us is best, the show is best when they do different shit than what the game did, but keep it within the story. So I just want to say
okay. Most definitely. Wait, shit. I'm gonna probably watch everything this weekend and just be fully caught up.
Yeah, fully catch up on that. But we're gonna touch on The Last of Us next week. But,
and hopefully our brother's back and available for us. You know what I'm saying? Right now he's too busy for us right now. So hopefully
Saturday we're dropping our Thunderbolts review. Be on the lookout for that. After the theater review, A2D film reviews.
ASAP. Yeah. ASAP. Well, the funny thing is that might come before this one.
They might come. This one's gonna come out tomorrow.
Oh, bet then. Yeah, hold on. Look at my dog. Look at my dog.
Yeah, I saw that, bro. That's a great.
That's so hard. Shout out to Michael for giving credit to all the artists around the world, giving shout outs to that movie. But yeah, we got anything else?
No, we good.
So yeah, it's been real, people. Look, episode 23 of Attention to Detail. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, man. Leave a comment for the algorithm. Leave a like for the algorithm. All of our social medias is in the link. Tap in with us, bro, and go see Sinners, bro. Why not? If you've seen it again, see it again, bro. See it again, bro. Because that's one of the movies that you're going to look up, and it's not going to be in theaters no more, and you're going to wish you took advantage of this moment. Like Black Panther. You just want to be a part of a moment. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Haley, Woomy, Miles, the whole team, bro. Delroy, Lindo, Delta, Slim. Hey, man.
Shout out your girl.
We out of here. Oh, Jamie Lawson. Love ya. Peace.